Next question. See here, sir. Next question. These are all something which will be very easy as you start practicing. Now see here. Now if you observe all the three questions what we solved, if you see the question number 12. Now if you see this 12th question, whatever they have asked, that is having degree 2. Whatever is given is having degree 1. So we converted degree 2 to degree 1. Why should we convert degree 2 to degree 1? Because degree 1 is much more easier for us to simplify. Very simple. Similarly, if I go to 11th question, degree 2 is the question, degree 1 is the given data. Convert from degree 2 to degree 1. Similarly, if I go to 10th question, right? If I go to 10th question, anyway, 10th question, forget about it, sir, right? 10th question, forget about it. That's not the model what I was talking about. If I go for 9th question, here I have degree 2, but here I have degree 1. I have converted degree 2 to degree 1. That means, till now what I did is, I have converted degree 2 to degree 1 because degree 2 was given in asked format, degree 1 was given in given format. That means given format in the sense the what is that, if condition basically, right? Degree 2 was then condition, degree 1 was if condition. Now see the 13th question. It's slightly reverse, but you can do any way whatever you like, sir. There is no particular rule that you should go with this method only, but this method will help you to solve it in a much more easier and faster way. Now see here, degree 1 is what is being asked, degree 2 is present in the if condition or the given factual condition. That means now I will go the reverse way of doing. I will try to convert here also, I will try to convert from degree 2 to degree 1 itself, but I will go from given condition to asked conditions. In all the previous three questions I went from asked conditions to given conditions. I hope you are able to understand the difference. Now what is being asked, what is being given in the question? 3a is equal to 3a square plus 4a plus 1 equal, 3a divided by 3a square plus 4a plus 1, it is equal to 1 by 4. Now the condition which is given here is degree 2. I want to convert it to degree 1. Now first of all, cross multiply and simplify. If I cross multiply, 3a square plus 4a plus 1 is equal to 4 into 3a is 12a. I can further simplify this as 3a square plus 1 is equal to 12a minus 4a is 8a, right? 12a minus 4a is 8a. Now I still have degree 2 with me. I still have degree 2, but I am very much interested in making it as degree 1. Now it should be a power 1 and it should also be 1 by 3a power 1. I have 1 here. I want to make it as by 3a. So divide by 3a on the left hand side. I will not only divide by 3a for 1, I will divide by 3a for the entire left hand side. If I divide by 3a on the left hand side, right hand side also I will divide by 3a. Simple, sir. Now 3a square by 3a, it is nothing but a plus 1 by 3a, I will write it as it is. This is equal to 8a by 3a is 8 by 3. And they are also asking you in the question what is the value of a plus 1 by 3a. That itself is being asked in the question. What is the answer? We got it 8 by 3. Answer for this question is option B. That means one simple conclusion. Always try to move from, always try to travel from degree 2 to degree 1. Try to split it as a degree 1, make it as degree 1, so that it will not be a complex calculation. I hope the idea is clear from the last 4 or 5 questions what we have solved. I hope it should be very clear, sir. Now let us move on to the next variety of question what can be asked in the exam. We have seen one of the varieties till now from the last 5 questions. Before that we have seen many other varieties of square root of x and other things, but we are now moving on to another possible variety that might be asked in the question. Now see here, suppose if the question is, if x plus 1 by x is equal to some constant k, if x plus 1 by x is equal to some constant k, then the question that might pop up in the examination is, what is the value of x square plus 1 by x square, or what is the value of x cube plus 1 by x cube, or what is the value of x power 4 plus 1 by x power 4, or what is the value of x power 5 plus 1 by x power 5. Like that, in SSC, till power 8 can also be asked. I hope you are understanding. They can ask you what is x power 8 plus 1 by x power 8 also. But for time being, let us start with power 2. That means, let me write it here. Suppose if the given condition is x plus 1 by x is equal to some constant k. I want to find x square plus 1 by x square. Now very simple, sir. If I want to find x square, that means I should square it on both sides. Let me square it. Let me do the normal all steps procedure for proving. Then in the examination or in problem solving, let us not do all these intermediate steps. I have squared on both sides. Left hand side is a plus b whole square. It is a square plus b square plus 2 into x into 1 by x. Right hand side remains as k square. So if x plus 1 by x is equal to k, x square plus 1 by x square is k square minus 2. That means in simple language, if you want to remember, whenever x plus 1 by x is k, x square plus 1 by x square is whatever is present on the right hand side, whatever number which is given on the right hand side, square it. But don't leave the answer just by squaring. After squaring it, subtract that squared value from 2. Right? One simple example. Let us not complicate anyway. One simple example. Suppose for example, x plus 1 by x. Assume that x plus 1 by x value is given as 3. Now, I need to find x square plus 1 by x square value. Now we are all little matured enough, sir. We will not be writing all these squaring on both sides, shifting this 2 to the right hand side. No. We are not at all interested. Very simple. Whatever value they have given here as 3, I will square that 3. It becomes 9. And I will subtract 2 from 9. X square plus 1 by x square is 9 minus 2. How much it is? 7. Now, simple. Let us continue further. That's the beauty of knowing the concept or the shortcuts. Suppose instead of x square plus 1 by x square, assume that the question is asked for x power 4 plus 1 by x power 4. Assume that the question is for x power 4 plus 1 by x power 4. This is my question mark. I am interested in finding that value. Again, it is very simple, sir. Now, think little logically. Here it is x square. Here it is x power 4. That means the power is doubling. Because the power is doubling, here also x square become x power 4. The power is doubling. Now, first of all, before knowing that, here x power 1 plus 1 by x power 1. Now, 1 is becoming 2. The power doubled, right? The power doubled. Here also 1 is becoming 2. The power is doubling. Whenever the power is doubling like this, what is the procedure we implemented? Square the right hand side, subtract from 2. Right? Square the right hand side, subtract from 2. Same thing. X square is becoming x power 4. Power is doubling. X square in the denominator is becoming x power 4. Power is doubled once again. So, same explanation. Square the right hand side, subtract from 2. 7 square is 49 minus 2. Answer for this should become how much? 47. Simple, sir. This is the most easiest thing that you can ever have. Now, suppose, let me write or let me take another thing also in this wherever it is possible. Whatever possible variety in this example or 3, let me explain you. Suppose instead of giving x power 4 plus x 1 by x power 4, instead of asking, if the question is, if x plus 1 by x is equal to 3, find out x power 8 plus 1 by x power 8. That is what they are asking you. For example, find out the value of x power 8 plus 1 by x power 8. If that is your question, it is also very simple, sir. X power 4 is becoming 8. That means it is doubled. 4 is becoming 8. Whenever it is doubled, we know the logic. Right hand side square and then subtract from 2. 47 square minus 2 should be the answer. 47 square is 2209 minus 2 is 2207. This should be the answer. Now the next thing what you might get it out is, sir, 2 is becoming 4, beautiful. 4 is becoming 8, beautiful. What if the question is x power 6 plus 1 by x power 6? Hold on for some time. hold on for some time. Everything, let me not make it congested in this particular. I took this as small example, that's all, sir, right? I actually thought of writing only till x square plus 1 by x square, but I thought, okay, let me explain it here itself so that in my upcoming problems it becomes easy for me. So I explained another 2 examples in the same example what I took as x plus 1 by x is equal to 3. What if it is x power 6 plus 1 by x power 6? All those things we will do it later. Let us not hurry up the things. So as of now what we are discussing is only the doubling part. The power is 1, the double of 1 is 2. The power is 2, the double of 2 is 4. The power is 4, the double of 4 is 8. The power is 8, the double of 8 is 16. The power is 16, the double of 16 is 32, and so on it continues. In that scenarios, in those cases, square the right hand side and subtract from 2. As simple as it can be. Very simple way of understanding. These type of questions will be asked in SSC CGL paper. It will be asked in SSC CGL paper. So based on this, whatever we have discussed, we shall solve some questions right now. Listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. Very simple way of solving the question. Extremely beautiful and simple way of solving the question. Now see here. It is just a 1 second answer, and that too you can solve it without using pen also if you have understood. A power 12.5 plus 1 by a power 12.5, it is equal to 16. It is equal to 16. Then find the value of a power 25 plus 1 by a power 25. Now I just now told you some time before, sir, the answer for this can be so easily thought to you like 12.5 is becoming 25. That means it is double. 12.5 in the denominator is also becoming 25. It is double. Whenever it is double, answer is take the right hand side 16, square it. 16 square is 256 minus 2. Answer for this question is 254. Answer for this question is 254. This is the most easiest way of solving the question. Now probably let me call this as method 1 for time being. Yes, method 1 is also a beautiful method. You can solve it so fast by using this method, right? So method 1 is answer is giving us 254. Now some of the students might get confused if it is given as 12.5. First of all, having a power, bigger power in the bigger number in the power itself is you people think as it is difficult. And secondly, the power is a decimal number here, you will get even more confused. A power 12.5 plus 1 by a power 12.5 is 16. So question says, what is a power 25 plus 1 by a power 25? Now it's very simple, sir. They will just give all these numbers for you to confuse. Simple. A power 12.5, I will take it as x. 1 by a power 12.5 will become 1 by x. So it is x plus 1 by x is 16. A power 25 will be a power 12.5 whole square. That means x square. 1 by a power 25 is 1 by x square. That means in simple language they are asking you, if x plus 1 by x is equal to k, x square plus 1 by x square is how much? It is k square minus 2. Answer is 16 square minus 2, which is 254. Don't get confused just by looking at the powers what they give you. They will only give you to confuse you, but you should not get confused if you have practiced it good enough. Now suppose method 3. Now think logically, sir. We know that whenever the power is getting doubled, my answer will be equal to k square minus 2, right? Sorry, not plus, it should be k square minus 2. Let me erase this. My answer should be, whenever the power is getting doubled, my answer is k square minus 2. You know it. Or in simple language, I can say that k square is nothing but a perfect square. Any number which is having the power as 2 or multiples of 2, that number is a perfect square. That means I can say that whenever the powers are getting doubled, answer is perfect square minus 2. Or I can say that whatever the answer you have in your answer options, add 2 for it. Shift that minus 2 to the right hand side. Add 2. When you add 2 for the answer options, that should give you the perfect square. That should be the answer. Suppose, let me take this question itself, sir. Let me take this question itself. There are 4 answer options: 254, 58, 60, 56. 254, 254, 258, sorry, 258, 260, 256. These are the 4 answer options given. Now, how will I know which is the correct answer? Very simple. It is very, very damn simple. Can I say that? Pick up the answer option. Pick up the first answer option, for example 254. Add 2 for it. I am adding 2. 254 plus 2 is 256. Check whether that number is a perfect square. Yes, 256 is a perfect square. Therefore, first option should be correct. Very simple. Second option, 258 plus 2 is 260. 260 is not a perfect square, ruled out. 260 plus 2 is 262. A perfect square will never end with 2. It cannot be the perfect square, ruled out. 256 plus 2 is 258. A perfect square will never end with 8, ruled out. Answer should be option E. Simple, sir. I believe that you know this concept. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. I hope this should be clear for you. You can cross check. There is a separate topic in number system what we have taken care of. Perfect square, where we have solved some good number of extremely high level questions also. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. I hope method 3 is very clear for you people also, sir. Now, based on these method 1 or method 2 or method 3, in fact, all the 3 methods are very simple. In fact, method 1, method 3 are even more faster compared to this method 2, converting into x and x square, all those things, which is not required actually. Now, see how beautifully you can solve 15th question. 15th question is also a damn easy question if you have understood the concept. A power 42 plus 1 divided by a power 21 is 7. A power 84 plus 1 divided by a power 42 is how much? 42 is becoming 84, doubled. 21 is becoming 42, doubled. Whenever it is doubled, my answer is take the right hand side, square it, subtract from 2. 49 minus 2 is 47. Answer should be 47. Or I also taught you method 3 in my previous problem. Take each and every answer option, add 2. Whichever is giving you perfect square, that should be the answer. 51 plus 2 is 53, not a perfect square. 49 plus 2 is 51, not a perfect square. 53 plus 2 is 55, not a perfect square. Out of 4 options, 3 are incorrect, 4 should be correct. Or 47 plus 2 is 49, it's a perfect square. Mark it. Who is actually asking you to take the LCM and simplify and waste your time, sir? These are all damn easy. These are all damn easy, and take my word, these are all very extremely important questions also in your examination hall. Right? Now see here. Next question. 16th question. 16th question. Beautiful question, sir. Put a star mark for this question. Very, very important question. Question says, if a power 1 by 2 plus 1 by a power 1 by 2 is 6. A power 1 by 2 is nothing but root a. I hope you know this. Root a plus 1 by root a, that is given as 6 in the question. That is given as 6. So question says, what is a square plus 1 by a square value then? Right? What is the value of a square plus 1 by a square? Now see here, sir. I am damn sure that we know the concept saying that, the power here is half. Double of half is 1. Double of 1 is 2. That means eventually after 2 iterations, definitely I will get a square value. A power 1 by 2, if I double, I will get a power 1. A power 1, if I double, I will get a power 2. Doubling is nothing but not multiplying a power 1 by 2. It is not 2a. I am talking about doubling the power. I hope you are not getting confused. A power 1 by 2, if I double the power 1 by 2, it becomes a power 1. A power 1, if I double the power 1, it becomes a power 2. That means after 2 steps, definitely for sure you will get it as power 2. That means we know a concept that whenever the powers are getting doubled, take the right hand side and square it and subtract from 2. That means I will say that right hand side is 6. 6 square is 36. 36 minus 2 is 34. Now, this 34 is for a power 1 plus 1 by a power 1. But the question is a power 2 plus 1 by a power 2. Take it once again. Take this 34, square it and subtract from 2. 34 square minus 2. It is 1156 minus 2. Answer is 1154. Answer for this question is 1154. But you don't suppose, think little logically, sir. Here power half it became power 2 after 2 iterations. Okay, good and fine. So you also did it, you also squared that right hand side value 2 times and subtracted from 2 times. Fair enough, no problem. But what if this power is 16? You are getting after so many iterations. Will you keep on taking this number, square it, subtract from 2, keep on taking that number once again, square it, subtract from 2? It is a lengthy process once again. So simple conclusion is, we know that whenever the power is doubled, we already know that answer added with 2 should give you the perfect square. This is one thing which will make your problem so simpler, sir. So that means let this power, instead of 2, let it be 20 or 32 or 64, whatever it is. You don't need to keep on taking this right hand side every time and square it and subtract from 2 and waste your time. We know that because that is a doubling effect. So we know that. Take the answer, add 2, check whether it's a perfect square. 1154 plus 2 is 1156. Yes, it's a perfect square. This should be the answer. Check the other things also. 60 plus 2 is 62. Perfect square cannot end with 2. Ruled out. 1164 plus 2 is 1166. It is not a perfect square. Ruled out. 1158 plus 2 is 1160. It's not a perfect square. Ruled out. It's so simpler. You don't actually need to wait until you get to that particular iteration. Here I hope you are understanding, sir. A power 1 by 2, it is becoming a power 1 in the first iteration after doubling the power, and a power 1 is becoming a power 2 in the second iteration after doubling the power. What if it is a 10th iteration? You cannot keep on taking the right hand side, square it, subtract from 2 every time. You can do it actually, but it's a lengthier process. So we know that whenever the powers are getting doubled like this, answer added with 2 should always give you the perfect square. Always go with answer options in this kind of problems, so that you will also solve it in the most easiest way possible. I hope I am making sense for you people, sir. See the next question, you will understand it much more better. See the next question. This is where I told you some time before, right? What if the power is a power 6? If the question is asked for a power 6, the corresponding given condition should also be like that only. Now see here. This is a power 1 into a power half. So this is a power 3 by 2. Plus it is a denominator also is a power 3 by 2. This is 7. Now this is a power 3 by 2. Right? Think logically, sir. You can get it so fast. You don't need to worry actually. A power 3 by 2, and if I double it, 3 by 2 into 2, it becomes a power 3. One iteration completed. So again, if I double the power, a power 3 into 2, it becomes a power 3. That means a power 6. That means this question is also can be solved by using 2 iterations. That means in the first iteration, right hand side is 7. 7 square is 49. 49 minus 2 is 47. So I got 47 on the right hand side. In the second iteration, I will take this 47. I will square this 47. 2209 minus 2. Answer is 2207. Fair enough when it is 2 iterations. I don't have any problem to calculate like this also if it is 2 iterations. I am very happy calculating this. But instead of a power 6, if they give you a power 12, then it becomes 3 iterations. If it is a power 24, then it becomes 4 iterations. If it is a power 48, then it becomes 5 iterations. So we are not interested in keep on taking 2207 square minus 2, that value again square minus 2, again that value minus 2. Instead of that, we know a beautiful concept saying that answer added with 2, it should give me a perfect square, right? It should give me a perfect square. But in this particular question, the beauty is, if you take the first option, 2401 plus 2 is 2403, and the perfect square will never end with 3, ruled out. 2207 plus 2, it is 2209. It can be a perfect square. Yes, it is a perfect square. This may be the right answer. 2399 plus 2, it is 2401. 2401 is also a perfect square. Please don't ignore it. So now we have two options which are having perfect square, which are perfect squares. This also might be the correct answer. Next, 2211 plus 2 is 2213. A perfect square never ends with 3, ruled out. Now there is a confusion whether to go for second option or the third option. That is where you need to do all these calculations, sir. But actually these calculations are not required if there is only one option which is a perfect square, like 16th and 15th questions what we have solved. Question number 15 and question number 16 has only one option, then this calculation what you are seeing on the screen right now is not required. But because there are two options which are perfect squares in this question, I should definitely go with this particular logic. I hope the idea is clear. I should definitely go, but even then you can simplify it, sir. You need not actually go every time. Think logically. So you know that there are two iterations. 7 square is 49, to subtract 2 is 47. Next thing is I should take 47 square. Now think logically once again. 47 square, 7 square is 49. This will end with 9. Unit digit will be 9. Minus 2. Answer's unit digit should be 7. Third option unit digit is not 7, it is 9. So this is ruled out. Like that you can think like every possible way you can think, sir. These are all comes with practice. And these are some things we are very interested in teaching you people in Anil classes. Like the way I don't want you to learn from some other local textbooks or some other local institutes where they will keep on digging you up with some formulas, or probably they will keep on digging you with so many extra intermediate steps which are not at all required. This is how you should prepare actually. This is exactly the way you should prepare, so that your problem becomes very simpler. And once the problem becomes very simpler, the way of solving that becomes very easier for you, sir. It is never a difficulty actually. I hope the idea is clear for you people. I hope the idea should be very, very clear for you. Next, question number 18. Question number 18. Now, see here. Every possible variety I want to touch upon, sir. Now, a plus 1 by a is equal to something, and that something is just not a whole number, it's a rational number this time. A power 4 plus 1 by a power 4. Now, in my previous questions, I told you that right hand side, take it, square it, subtract from 2. Now, a power 1 is here, and I want to make it a double, a square. So that is one iteration. A square will become a power 4, which is being asked in the question. 2 iterations. Earlier case it was just a whole number, you just took it, subtracted from 2, and you are getting the answer so fast. But now the right hand side is not a whole number. You can still use the same methodology, sir. There is no rule that you should not use that methodology. You can still go ahead and use that methodology. Absolutely fine with that. But what we are teaching is, now let me do step by step. For time being I am trying to say it. Now see here, a plus 1 by a is root 3 plus 1 by 2. I want to find a square plus 1 by a square initially. So this if I square it, root 3 plus 1 whole square, it is root 3 square plus 1 square. That means it is 4 plus 2 root 3 whole thing divided by, so 2 square is 4. So then subtracted from 2. That means in a simple way I did the same thing. Nothing extra I did it. But only thing, let me simplify it for our better problem solving. LCM for this is 4. This is 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. 4 minus 8 is minus 4, right? 4 minus 8 is minus 4. All those simplification, let us do it. So this will become 2 root 3 minus 4. Now again take this value, square it, and then again subtract from 2. That's all. You will get a power 4 plus 1 by a power 4. Now if I further simplify this, I can take 2 common factor in the numerator. 2 into root 3 minus 2 whole thing divided by 4. This 2 into 1, 2 into 2. So a square plus 1 by a square plus 1 by a square eventually came as, it is root 3 minus 2 by 2, right? It is root 3 minus 2 by 2. The next thing is I want to convert it to a power 4 plus 1 by a power 4. Now you already know it, sir. The power is becoming double. Let me use a different color so that it will be easy for you to understand. 2 is becoming 4, power is getting doubled. Here also denominator 2 is becoming 4, power is getting doubled. That means take this right hand side, square it and then subtract from 2. Simple. There is no difference, sir. Everything, whether the right hand side is a whole number or a rational number, approach remains the same. That means, so 2 square, first of all denominator is 2, 2 square is 4, a minus b whole square. So this becomes root 3 whole square is 3, 2 whole square is 4, so 3 plus 4 is 7, minus 2 into 2 into root 3, it is 4 root 3. This is square of that value, subtract from 2. So finally you will end up with the answer. LCM totally is 4, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8, 7 minus 8 is, 7 minus 8 is minus 1, minus 4 root 3 minus 1. Whole thing divided by 4. This should be your answer. Minus 4 root 3 minus 1, whole thing divided by 4. That means your correct answer for this question is option C. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Correct answer for this question is option C. That means I can implement this method of squaring and subtracting from 2. This will be called as method 1 by me. Sir, what is method 2 then? Is there any other method? Yes, it is up to you, sir. I am not saying that method 1 is better here or method 2 is better here. I am teaching you another way of solving. It is completely up to you which method to go for. This is by using answer options. Basically, I am referring to answer options as approximation in this case. I am just referring it as approximation in this case. Now, listen carefully, sir. Listen to it very, very carefully. In the question, they are giving it as a plus 1 by a is root 3 plus 1 whole thing divided by 2. I will use approximation concept. That is correct only, right? Root 3 plus 1 whole by 2. Yes, it is correct. Now, root 3 approximately is 1.7, which we know, plus 1 by 2. So, 2.7 by 2. 2.7 by 2 is nothing but 1.35. That means a plus 1 by a is approximately 1.35. Let me keep this, right? A plus 1 by a is approximately 1.35. First observation is this is 1.35 is a positive value. Second observation is 1.35 is less than 2. Should we know whether it is less than 2 or greater than 2? Why should we consider it as less than 2? For time being, I am saying we will see if required. But one thing for sure, 1.35 is a positive number. That is something which I need it. Now see here. What is the question? Question is a power 4 plus 1 by a power 4, right? A power 4 plus 1 by a power 4. Now forget about a power 4 plus 1 by a power 4. Let me find a square plus 1 by a square. Now I am sure that you know how to solve it. Power is 1 here. Power 1 is becoming 2, doubling. That means, can I say that right hand side I should square it and I should subtract from 2. Now, approximately this 1.35, I will approximate it to 1.3. I will square. 1.3 square is 1.69. Subtract from 2. 1.69 minus 2 is, it is 0.31. That means, can I say that a square plus 1 by a square, it is a negative value. A square plus 1 by a square is a negative value. Now similarly, I actually need a power 4 plus 1 by a power 4. Now think logically, sir. Minus 0.31 is what I have on the right hand side this time. I will square it and I will subtract from 2. Think logically. This is 0.3 with a negative sign. Anyway, negative number, when I square it, I will get positive. 0.3 whole square is 0.09. 0.09 when subtracted from 2. Eventually, my answer should also be negative. That means a simple conclusion says that a power 4 plus 1 by a power 4 should be a negative value. A power 4 plus 1 by a power 4 should be a negative value. Now let me come to the answer options which are given. Let me list out all the answer options. First of all, I will not be wasting my time in listing out first and second options, because 4 root 3 minus 1 is a positive value. Root 3 is 1.7. 4 into 1.7 is 6.8. Minus 1. 6.8 minus 1 is 5.8 by 4. It's a positive value. It cannot be the answer. Similarly, 6.8 plus 1 is 7.8 by 2. Positive value cannot be the answer. Now, either option C should be correct, or option D should be correct. Either minus 4 root 3 minus 1 by 4 should be correct, or minus 4 root 3 minus 1 by 2 should be correct. Now, both are giving you negative values itself. Both will give you negative, but I will take little risk here. I will take little calculator risk here, and I will mark option C. How will you come to know that I should take calculated risk and mark option C itself? Why not option D? Because in the question, if you observe carefully, they are giving it as divided by 2, right? They are giving it as divided by 2. Now, this divided by 2 is when the power of a is 1, right? When the power of a is 1, they have divided it by 2. When the power of a is 4, it should be divided by 2 square 4 divided by 2 cube 8. It should be actually divided by 8. I hope you are understanding. That means basically the denominator should not stay as 2 itself. It should increase to 4, or it should increase to 8. But the denominators in two options are 2 and 4. So I will mark it as 4 by taking little calculated risk. These are all some things you should play around in the answer options. You should play around in the examinations. Don't think that these are all very simpler as the way you think, sir. You should take calculated risk so many times in the examination also. And this is how you should take a calculated risk. Sir, what is the difference between risk and calculated risk? Risk means just closing your eyes and inky pinky ponky you are marking something. I don't want you to do like that. Calculated risk means I am saying that when it is a power 1, the denominator is 2. When it is a power 2, the denominator should become 4. When it is a power 4, the denominator should become 8. But somewhere numerator also has 2. The 2 by 8 is getting cancelled out and it is becoming 4. That means as the power increases, this denominator also should increase. It should not be stagnant as 2 itself. It should not be the same value 2 itself. That is what I meant as calculated risk. That is the difference. So answer for this question is option C. Anyway, sir, if you did not or if you are not convinced with this approximation method 2, I anyway taught you this particular method of method 1. You can go ahead, rather than scratching your head, you can go ahead with method 1 itself and you can easily solve it. Not an issue. I hope the idea is clear for you. Next, question number 19. Beautiful question, sir. Beautiful. I love this question to the core. I love this because of the cyclicity what it has. I love this question to the core. Now see here. Question says p power 1 by 4 plus 1 by p power 1 by 4 is equal to 1. Same logic what we discussed earlier, sir. No change. I will discuss the same logic. P power 1 by 4 plus 1 by p power 1 by 4 is nothing but equal to 1. P power 1024 plus 1 by p power 1024 is how much? Now see here. What is that we knew earlier? We knew that double the power and then square on the right hand side, subtract from 2. That means, can I say that if I double the power, 1 by 4 double 2 by 4, so 2 by 4 becomes 1 by 2. P power 1 by 2 plus 1 by p power 1 by 2, it becomes right hand side. Square it, subtract from 2. 1 square minus 2 is minus 1, right? It is minus 1. Now, same logic once again. Double the power. P p power half, double of half is 1. So it becomes p power 1 plus 1 by p power 1. This is equal to right hand side is minus 1. Same logic again. Minus 1 whole square minus 2. It is again minus 1. Right? Minus 1 whole square is 1 only, right, sir? So minus 1 whole square minus 2 is exactly similar to 1 square minus 2. Next, if I continue further, double the power, it becomes p square plus 1 by p square. So again the right hand side is minus 1, which is exactly similar to this. Again it is minus 1 whole square minus 2. It is minus 1. Now if I continue, let me write it here at the top of the screen, and that too with a different color so that you will be able to correlate it with it. Now p square plus 1 by p square is over. Next it is p power 4 plus 1 by p power 4. Same thing, minus 1 whole square minus 2. Again you are getting minus 1. Next it will be p power 8 plus 1 by p power 8. Again it is minus 1. P power 16, p power 32, p power 64, p power 128. Finally somewhere you will get it as p power 1024 also. That also will be equal to minus 1 whole power 2 plus, sorry, 1024, right? 1024. So it is minus 1 whole power 2 minus 2. Again it is minus 1. Beautiful cyclicity problem where the answer for this will be minus 1. I hope the idea is clear. Answer for this question is minus 1. Exactly similar to the way what we have solved earlier. No change in the approach. Next question. Question number 20. Again, once again, a beautiful question. Extremely beautiful and extremely excellent question, sir. Now see here. Question is, if q power 2019 is equal to 11 minus 2 root 30, then q power 4038 plus 1 by q power 4038 is how much? Now, in a hurry, everyone will make a mistake here. See here, sir, please remember the logic what we have learnt is, if x plus 1 by x is equal to constant, then x square plus 1 by x square is k square minus 2. That means this reciprocal should be added in the if condition. And in the asked condition also reciprocal should be added. But in this question, suppose if we had like this, I am just writing, if we had q power 2019 plus 1 by q power 2019, if this value is given as something, then finding q power 4038 is just doubling, take k square minus 2. It would have been very simple in that case, right? That would have been damn easy, sir. That would have been damn easy to find q power 4038 plus 1 by q power 4038. Answer would have been very simply, I would have given it as k square minus 2, whatever it is there, I would have taken it. Now see here, now see the concept here. Can I say that the right hand side here is 11 minus 2 root 30. Now let me square it. If I square 11 square is 121. If I square 2 root 30, so this becomes 2 root 30 is 4 into 30, it is 120. The difference between 121 and 120, the difference is 1. That means whenever the difference is 1, I can say it as 2q power 2019 plus 1 by q power 2019. I can say very easily as 2 times of this particular value 11. Sir, how are you writing this? Please listen to the varieties what I have discussed before starting the questions. Please listen to the 4 varieties. I have told it very clearly in that case. If it is root a minus root b, if the difference is coming as 1, then the answer is 2 into root a. The answer is 2 into root a. So in this case it is 2 into 11. So 2 into 11 is 22. That means q power 2019 plus 1 by q power 2019 value is 22. But they are asking you not for 2019. They are asking you for 4038. Power is getting doubled. So take the right hand side, 22 square is 484 and then subtract 2. Answer for this question is 482. Answer for this question is 482, which is option D. Don't forget that concept what I have taught you, sir. I have taught you one concept also, one variety also I have taught you earlier, saying that if root A minus root B is equal to 1, then the condition says if root A minus root B is equal to 1, I think I will just tell you the exact condition what I have discussed there. So exact condition is, if you remember very clearly, I not root A minus root B, it is root A whole square minus root B whole square, sir, right? If root A whole square minus root B whole square, I have told you very clearly that if x is of the form root A plus root B and root A whole square minus root B whole square is equal to 1, then I have told you that, you can refer to the previous video, then I have told you that x plus 1 by x is equal to 2 root A. This is what I am using right now. Because the 1 by x was missing in the question, I am using this condition initially and getting this 1 by x term also added with x, and thereby later it is very simple to convert. That means first of all, root A whole square I can write it as root A whole square, I can write it as root 11 whole square, root 11, so it is 121 minus 120, that difference is nothing but 1, right? The difference is nothing but 1. So x plus x in this case is q power 2019 plus 1 by x is nothing but q power 1 by q power 2019, it is nothing but 2 into the first term 11, 2 into the a, 2 root a value is nothing but the first term, right? So this entire term is what I am referring to. That means instead of 11 I can write it as root 121 here. That is what I am basically meaning, sir. So I hope you are understanding. I hope this is not confusing you. So I am taking basically here as this q power 2019, I am taking it as x equal to root a. That means here it is root a plus root b. Root a is root 121 plus root b, I can take it as this, I can take it as this, and this entire thing I can put it as negative sign. I hope you are understanding. Minus 2 root 30. So from there, using this particular notation, I can get it as 2 into root a. So it is 2 into root 121. 2 into 11 is 22. So 22 is q power 2019 plus 1 by q power 2019. But they want for power 4038. So k square minus 2. First of all, why did I make use of this particular notation? Because 1 by x was not given in the question. This 1 by x, only q power 2019 was given in the question. But I have that doubling concept of k square minus 2, all those things, when it is like this. When the reciprocal is also added to that, then only I have that condition. So I made sure that that reciprocal term will come. How will I make sure that reciprocal term will come? Using this particular concept. There is an interrelation, there is an interconnection. Don't forget, whatever I have taught you at the starting of algebra, all the 4 varieties, never ever forget. If you forget, you will mess up the things, sir. I hope the idea is very, very clear till the 20th question what I have solved. I hope it should be extremely clear for you guys, sir.